We mostly work with multinationals. Those of them mostly are high-risk products, particularly for those implant and catheters and stents. And also, we also work on a little bit on the APP apps, which is very popular nowadays. I think the most exciting thing is about two things. One first is about geographic coverage, which a lot of clients, particularly multinational, when they go to Asia, they're not only going to one country. They want to cover a lot of country, which Asia Actual is providing a lot of coverage about that. At the same time, the people working at Asia Actual is have a lot of knowledge and expertise. It's not just a correspondence, just doing compiling those here. They also provide technical and also market entry advice to the customer, which is very helpful for people, particularly when they first time come to Asia. Okay, this will be divided into two parts. First of all, whether it's an individual software or whether it is embedded with other hardware device. For the hardware device, embedded with hardware device, normally is treated as a normal medical device, so it will follow the same route as the others product, just routine procedures. But for software, probably they have to look at a little bit, standalone software, they have to look a bit on the verifications and validation data in a much deeper way than the normal products. Actually, for AI products, they will be depends on whether it's machine learning or deep learning. For machine learning, probably there's they will be treated as a normal software products, with a minimal amount of cybersecurity issues that they have to tackle. But for deep learning, probably they have to understand the models that they build the software, and then they also have to look at the data, how the population data, the demographic data, as long as the clinical data, to try to substantiate, to support all the clinical claim. This is still the voluntary status, The government has some plan, but it's not yet carved in stone on how long they're going to put this into a mandatory status. But as far as we know that, from a purchasing point of view, from a marketing point of view, the hospital authority in Hong Kong and also the Hong Kong government require listing before you can sell it to a government or government subsidized hospital. In fact, for government-related purchasing, it's no longer a voluntary. It's also mandatory. If you want to go for a tender or go to a government procurement process, you must have the listing. At the same time, actually, there are also some over-the-counter products, you're selling to this chain store, pharmacy chain store, that you also need a listing because right now the government are pushing that, so that's why the retailer are also requiring that kind of requirements, same as what they've been required for the government purchasing.